friends, welcome to another week of our 12 weeks of Christmas. And today I don't have a fun fold to show you, but I'm going to show you how to use the new set that Stampin' Up! Has came out with, the frame florets. And love this set, it's absolutely adorable. And we're actually going to be using these two flowers, so I went ahead and stamped those, and then I took the dies and cut one of each of these out. I'm also going to be using this stamp set that came with like a bonus or whatever from the framed festives, but we're going to be using the Fa La La and Merry Christmas from all of us. I love this. I love it. It's so cute. Then also we're going to take this little guy, and I cut out a white, just a basic white piece of cardstock for him. And then I also, to get the center of this, I used it for some vellum, so that way we have the vellum piece. And let me put him to the side. I did also, before I forget, frames are stuck together, I cut out, using this guy, I have two in the like distressed gold, and then I did two in the what is this green, I think I used Mossy Meadow, but I did two of each of those. All of that is in the die set from this stamp set, so it's uber cute. And then of course I did the flowers. So before we get started, I just wanted to show you this. This is probably one of my new favorite stamp sets. I already have, of course, my cardstock cut out, and then I'm going to, or my card base, I'm sorry. And then I'm going to turn the camera down so that we can put this thing together. I don't want to put my hand in your way, hopefully. Man, these cameras, I tell you what. Hopefully that's straight enough for you to see. So I have my card base here, and then I went ahead and just take your bone folder, fold that down. I have my Fa La 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 stamp, and I'm using Night of Navy, and I'm going to just randomly stamp it across here with my ink pad. So, oh, I love it, it's so pretty. Already, look, we're just now getting started, and I'm thinking, ah. So I'm just randomly putting it just like that. I'm going to set this to the side. And so that's what we're going for right now. I know it's probably backwards, and I apologize for that, but durable. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is take this. Let me get my pick tool, because when I cut the frame out, sometimes all these little bitty, I need to get my glasses. Sometimes all those little things don't come out, and using your pick tool actually makes it a lot easier to go around it and pull all these out. There's a lot of them that stayed. Wow. I'm gonna have to it's the only thing I don't like about intricate dies. I mean, of course, every little detail is always makes your cards or your projects that much more beautiful. But sometimes I guess I'm a little too impatient. Oh wait, here's one more. Okay, now I think I got them all. Hope. All right, so now all the little holes are out. So this little guy makes perfect for that. Let me get these out of the way. So first I'm going to take, let me see where this is going to go. This is going to sit perfectly inside there. So I'm going to use my multi-glue, my mono glue. This glue is really good for little things like this, versus trying to use your adhesive, because your adhesive, even if you get it running on here, like with these little holes, it's gonna end up being in all of those little holes, or it just, to me, it's more messy. And then I feel like I'm wasting more adhesive than I am actually using it. And this really doesn't take a lot of this glue. This glue for sure goes a long way, but it'll hold really well. I'm just trying to smear some of that in for you. Let me line him up, stick him on the center of the card base. Then I'll just lightly tap. Oh, I left one of the, oh well, just to add character to it. I'll lightly put him down like that. So that's what we got so far. Then with your vellum, now you can add adhesive to this, but I like to use the, what do you call them? The glue dots. Where did I put them? I just had them in my hand. There it is. I was gonna say, I just had them in my hand before we started this. But I like using the glue dots because they are invisible, or I don't know about invisible, but they're just, they give a lighter incognito-ness about them. But I'm gonna put one on each, because I want the card to hold up. I don't want to make sure the vellum stays in place. So I'm going to put one on each of the 4 sides, just like so. All right. And then I'm going to lay it down in the center of the card. That's how you have it now. So cute. And I love how you can still see the words behind it. That's kind of giving it that extra little character. I did go ahead, I may have to trim these some, but the Merry Christmas I went ahead and stamped, but I used just the regular Mementos black for that. Oh, here you go. I just used the regular black ink for that. And so I will snip these a little bit to fit inside the oval, because that's where I'm putting him. And then I think that's about good. And I'm going to make this from all of us, because I stamped him on a separate one. I'm going to make him a little bit smaller, because I'm not looking for them to go the same length. I want to add a little bit of character to the two. I think I just snipped that one crooked. And then I'm going to attach him there. So I'm going to go ahead and just take I will use my snail adhesive for this, and I will add it to the back. And then I'm going to pretty much like start centering those. I'm going to make him a little bit higher because I have 2 of them. like so. Well, there. So now we got Merry Christmas from all of us. The fun part is coming now. So we're going to take, get that pick tool back out, because all of these little, the pretty little, I love these little leaf things. Well, these aren't as bad. So I'm going to attach these next for my back layer, and I'm just going to do them in a swoop. So that they go from each other like that. Kind of a swaggy feel. With these, it's the same kind of concept as far as using the mono glue, because they are so tiny, and it is uber hard if you've tried to put adhesive on just your regular Snell adhesive on stuff like this. It makes for a nightmare. And like I said, this glue a little bit goes a uber long way. So I'm gonna just lightly put it on here. Just enough to make it stick. And if it don't get all of it, that's okay, because that adds character and the little bit of dimension maybe that to give your card, maybe the word fluff is a good word for it. All right, and then I'll take my distressed gold. Oh, not as many of those actually popped out like I would have liked them to. Sorry, y'all have to watch me do all of that. But if you make this card or one similar to it, you will be doing the same thing, I assure you. But this stamp set, and this suite actually, is good until January 4th, I believe is the last day that you can get this. It's got beautiful paper with it. And I believe the frames are going to come back, but I'm not, maybe with a different stamp set. I don't actually remember all the details to it, but it's for sure one that you would like to snag up and have in your collection, because it is absolutely adorable. And there's so many things you can do with it. Okay, so let me, since this one's done and I'm so impatient as far as getting it on the card, this one I'm gonna move up, but in the same way. I hope I put this on here. I did not, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work either way, and I assure you it's gonna be beautiful. And there is no mistakes when it comes to creating your own cards. You just get to embellish them in a different way, and makes them more fun, more you. And unless you point it out to someone, FYI, people really don't know that you made a mistake on a card, because they didn't make it, you did, right? So they don't know if you didn't purposely put it there just like that. So just think of it as an inspired creation instead of a mistake. So that's what I'm doing. I'm rolling with this, and we are going to create something pretty. Okay. And I think it's going to be fabulous. Let me just slightly tap that because I didn't get glue on all of it, but I have enough glue on there to make it stick. And then that way, see how some of it's sticking up on the sides? It just gives that, love it, right? So, so cute. Okay, now let's take our flowers. I knew what I did with them. Okay, let's take our flowers and let's color them in real quick. So let me do the big one. The big flower I'm doing in the red. If I can get the lid open. So I'm not going to take a whole lot of time with this because I feel like I've already took up all of your time picking those little deals out. I love these blendable markers though. Everything just, when you color it, just is so smooth, and they are probably my favorite marker that I have ever came across. I'm just doing a solid color though. You can, with the blendables, take it to a whole nother level and do like shading with your light and darks. It is important though, if you are using blendables, to use your Mementos ink, so then that way your black doesn't run your color. It'll keep it crisp and the lines stay there and all the things. Aren't those just pretty? I hope you can see them. I'll give you an up close picture just a second. Can you imagine if I didn't have all this cut out, you guys? You would really be waiting on me to do all the things. Okay. This one didn't cut out quite as perfect, but that's okay. See? Very pretty. Very, very pretty. Now the next thing you're going to do with your card is we're going to add, oh no, we got to do the ribbon first. I'm going to forget about my ribbon. I went ahead and cut the ribbon out, and I'm going to take my blendable marker, and I want it to be Night of Navy to bring out the Night of Navy fa la la la. And you just run your, got a hair or something on there. If you just run it across there though, it actually takes the ink in fairly well. And I could have pre-colored this, but I just want you to see how simple it is to color your ribbon if you don't have the color that you're going for. And it actually absorbs through really well. So yeah, now we have our Night of Navy. Actually, I didn't get that piece. Okay, love it. Let me tie me a bow, because we need to put that bow on the front of our card before we add our flowers. See, I almost missed a step there. And I'm going to just make a big floppy bow, so then that way it's like big and floppy when I stick it on there. And I will use glue dots to do that. I actually am going to do the same thing with some of this twine, but I'm taking the crumb cake color. I love crumb cake. It's probably one of my favorite colors out of all the colors. It's just a easy neutral color that goes with so much. And I'm going to do him the same way. I'll make him big and floppy. Trim him. Bring my card base back over here, and then I'm going to take a glue dot, and I'm just going to put one of those glue dots on the back of the bow, and then I'm going to stick it right there in the center. And I'm going to do the same thing with this bow out of the twine, and I'm going to stick him on top of this one, sort of, kind of. So that's the next step. This card's coming together. All right, I want to attach the two pink flowers before I attach the red one, because they're going to be the back on each side. I do think I'm going to use a dimension on this one. I'm going to use the little mini dimensions. Oh, let me flip it over. Maybe. Uh-oh, I'm having trouble here. The nails are getting in the way. And I'm just putting one on the center of the back of these. And I'm gonna, as I put this on, I'm just gonna put one on each side, because I know that the red one's gonna go in the center. And I'm just pushing them down where they kind of attach onto the ribbon in a sorts, because this guy is going to go right there in the middle of them. But I will attach, he's bigger, so I'm going to attach a couple of more dimensions to him, because he's the center of the he's the life of the party, I guess you can say. So he's gonna bring everything back into him. All right, so stick him in the center. So you got that. And the one final thing is, when you get this suite, you get these gold adhesive swirl. They're so, so cute. I love them. And I'm just going to add a couple of those to give it that final touch of all the things. And I didn't color the inside of my red flower, so I'm going to add one right there. And then I'm going to take two more, put them, oh, if I can get a hold of it. Okay. One right there. And there you go. Very, very adorable. I do have, however, this is the 5 1/4 by 4. I'll put in the inside, and I will come back and stamp our little flowers, just to kind of give it that extra little deal. But I hope you enjoyed this. I've also done, this one out of the frame set. I've done the shaker card out of the frame set. This frame set makes perfect for shaker cards. And here's another one that I've done. I think I have one more. And I did this one, and it's a shaker card as well. So yeah, I hope that you're inspired. And if you have questions and haven't had this awesome suite yet, you get with me, and I will help you get it before it's too late. And I will be back next week with another fun card or something to make for Christmas. So till then, have a fabulous day.